Welcome back to my channel. I did all that extra shit for you. First and foremost, let's talk about accountability. How we should hold people accountable, including myself, because I definitely have not been neglecting YouTube. I'm just realizing that there's so many different things that go into it, like lighting that I still currently do not have, all these things. I guess in my mind I have like a standard of how things should go, and I'm realizing that I'm a newbie and I'm not perfect, and I don't think I even want to push the narrative of perfectionism. But I think I'm just gonna like stop overthinking so much. It seems like overthinking at times can be the root of a lot of things. I guess necessarily this standard or whatever that I'm holding myself up to, all that's doing is prolonging me from posting. So screw the standard, screw trying to be perfect. Hope everyone's having an amazing day, weekend, month, whatever. Last month was Mental Health Awareness Month, and that same month is the same month that I myself started therapy, and it's been really refreshing and really helpful. And if anyone is struggling with mental health, I will put some resources in my description below, because if you can, you can, but some people just don't know where to go, where to find those resources. So I guess I was just gonna talk about how I moved to New York. At first I was kind of like, it's just a location and people move all the time. But probably around the time where I hit like 21, and I'm not gonna say how old I am, but I'm not 21 anymore, I can tell you that. So I was 21, I was living in Florida, and I was just like, all right, like this is cute, but honey, I am a Pokemon. I'm a fire breathing Pokemon, and I'm not gonna evolve in this same environment. Like I felt like I was doing everything I could already to the best of my abilities. Like I was fortunate enough to have a really good job, and I was fortunate enough to have a roof over my head and all that stuff. And I knew my area pretty well because I was born and raised there. So I guess I just wasn't really getting excited about life anymore, and that's a horrible feeling. So I knew I needed to leave. At first it wasn't necessarily New York. I just knew I wanted to just have a new surrounding in general. I at first was considering California, but I was like, I can't be that far away from my family and my grandma. No. Then I thought about Atlanta. Then I was like, okay, New York is a place where New York is a place with the things that I like to do. Those opportunities are here, and I have a good group of friends and a good group of resources here. I'm not even gonna hold you though, no cap. The first year was really depressing. All the clothes I had were Florida clothes for one. So when I came here and saw snow and all that stuff, I came right before the holidays too. So I spent the holidays alone. That was depressing. And then I'm cold all the time because I don't know how to dress. I literally had to Google. I would Google the weather and like what is appropriate attire for this weather, because all my clothing I didn't have it, and I'm layering up. The first apartment I got was decent, but I will say that I have moved on. Everyone's first apartment is like gonna be their shitty apartment, but I will say I'm not in that apartment anymore. So yeah, and I will say I moved in all entirety with just help of myself, of my own. So I did work extremely hard, and I had to save up a lot of money. And I guess if I had to give advice on that, if you're someone who gets help from outside sources and you don't even have to explain those outside sources, I don't care if it's your mommy or daddy, or if you got a little sponsorship on the side, then I would say just save anywhere to save 3 months rent. But if you're someone like me who, you're not sponsored, and your mom and daddy don't help you, and it's just you, I would save like 6 months of expenses up, because there are issues that I had. Like when I signed my first lease, they They wanted rent times 3. A law was recently passed though here that they can't ask for that anymore. But some people were asking for like rent times 5. I mean, I had it, but god dang. I'm not trying to give you all my coin. And you know, it's not like it was going towards the months. They just hold it as a security. And I know that these people that were asking for 5 months rent were greedy because I know I got good credit. Let me say that again. I know I have good credit. So I was just like, you know, I'm gonna make this my thumbnail. I don't even know how to do that, but I'm gonna try. Wait, this one looks like. Okay, girl. I'm trying to put her in the spotlight. One thing I definitely can say about living here is time. It taught me the importance of time management because I don't have a whip out here. Like I sold my car when I moved up here, and I'm so used to like arriving when I want to arrive, leaving when I want to leave, making a new change when I want to make that new change. But the way public transit is set up, you gotta be on time for her, not the other way around. So I will say that did teach me time management, and you know, things happen so fast, it's hard to keep up, so it's good to be organized and have good time management. That's definitely something that I have learned, and I'm still making small like improvements on. But yeah, I mean, as I mentioned before, people move all the time. I really think it depends where you move for like how much you need to save up, because where I come from, Orlando, the cost of living there isn't quite obviously the same as New York. So I did have to think outside the box. That's definitely for sure. To anyone that is thinking about moving here or anywhere else, just make sure that you're good. Just make sure that you're good. Have all your ducks in order. One thing I will say is minimize. I gave away so much stuff. Looking back, I'm like, I definitely should have charged. But in my mind, it was like I had all these tasks, so I wasn't even thinking about profit. I was like, yeah, if you want it, take it. And I sent up via USPS 3 boxes of things. Wouldn't recommend that. Don't think that's the safest way to have your belongings transferred to another location, because when I got those boxes, they were tore up. I did get insurance on them too, but I don't need that. What's insurance when everything's just tore apart? But I didn't want to ride a U-Haul or whatever because it's kind of scary. I did not be by myself, so I took a flight. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and I just reached my year anniversary. Yeah, no, it's bittersweet, and I'm glad I made that step. One thing about life is change is inevitable, but I do think that, and maybe this is just an impulse Aries in me, but I do think, why not sometimes be in charge of that change? Don't be scared of change, welcome change. I don't know about y'all, but if I'm too stagnant for too much, which is how I felt in Orlando, I just begin to feel like I'm not evolving. I begin to feel very just bleh, you know? But that's me. And that's about it on that subject. If you, amazing viewer, are not subscribed, why not? Just subscribe to me. Like, come on, fuck with the kid. But if you're not into it, you're not into it. And I still hope that you have a good holiday. But for those that are fucking with it, just subscribe. You can like it, and please leave a comment. Leave a comment. You should comment a place that maybe you've always wanted to move to. Is it Bali? Is it the moon? Is it Venus? Let me know in the comments below. No, but for real, why haven't you subscribed yet?